Hi, my name is Joysy John. I'm the Director of Education at Nesta. Nesta is a global innovation foundation where we bring bold ideas to life to change the world for better. I'm really excited to be here at EdTechX Europe talking about AI in education, both the current state and future. So where do we see AI playing a role in education? We believe that it's about solving real challenges in education for learners, for teachers, and for the system itself. Just as we expect students to learn and improve, we expect the education system to change by using emerging technologies that can address some of the key challenges. As you would have probably heard, we have announced a partnership with the Department for Education on a 4.6 million new fund looking at bringing innovation into education technology and addressing 4 specific challenges: formative assessment, essay marking, parental engagement, and timetabling. So we see the future of AI in education where teachers and learners and parents are really working together with the edtech company, with government, and with researchers to identify what products work, where, and why. So we are investing into building a test bed to build the evidence base and really supporting edtech companies to grow and improve their products while also building capacity within the education sector, both schools and colleges, to test these technologies in a real world setting.
And is the plan to look both at increasing productivity, cost saving, and to improve the learner experience?
So what we want to achieve with this EdTech Innovation Fund is helping reduce teacher workload. So there is an efficiency angle, but also we know that there are huge teacher shortages because of workload and stress. So if we can use technology to make their lives easier so they can actually focus on teaching and not on the admin that they need to do. It's also around improving learner outcomes. So rather than a one-size-fits-all, it's how do you use technology to customize feedback? How do you help kids progress at a different pace based on their strengths and weaknesses and how they respond to questions? And it's also about improving parental engagement. So depending on the challenge area, there are different goals, but ultimately it's about improving learner outcomes.
If we look outside to industry, to AI globally, what can we learn in education and learning from other rollouts of AI and the future of what AI could mean?
I think if you look at different sectors, AI has played a huge role when it comes to financial services or defense or even health. I think education has lagged behind due to a number of reasons, mainly due to funding. It receives very little funding for AI in education, for R&D and for building products that can scale. Secondly, education is very complex. It has a highly fragmented environment with multiple schools and colleges with no singular procurement. And thirdly, it's an area where there are huge funding pressures on schools and colleges. So until and unless the cost benefit is really made clear, schools and colleges are less likely to invest in this technology. So there is leadership needed from government to really support the AI and education sector through both upstream funding for R&D to create new products that meet the challenges and needs for users, both learners as well as teachers, but also downstream support to really help those products that are doing well and have evidence that this is working.
And how do you see, it's an interesting question because we're at the EdTechX Europe conference, which is also a fund, and I'm particularly interested in how commercial funds to drive innovation in education and government with government funding can come together. So what do you see the future of both the commercial and the government funded model come together to drive innovation in education?
I think in the future, the private sector and government need to work more closely together to support innovation, both at the early stage, but also finding out what are the things that are working. And a lot of times, edtech companies might not have the resources to invest into evidence. By government playing the role, like we heard earlier this morning that DFID is investing 20 million into an edtech hub around innovation and evidence and engagement. If similar things were done in UK, where government is taking that leading role and helping build that evidence base so that then we can bring the investor network as well as private companies to invest into edtech that will help address some of the challenges, but also scale solutions that actually work.